This is one of the best watches in my collections. I'm talking about the Seiko SSK0215 GMT. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jesus. Welcome to Watch the Matter with me, and today I'm going to be talking about my Seiko 5 Sport, my GMT, one of the best watches in my collection, one of the watches that's been in my collection the longest. In terms of me collecting watches, this was about probably my second watch that I owned when I started collecting watches, I guess you could say. This was part of my daily rotation for 1 or 2 years maybe, and out of 3 watches. So the reason why I'm making this video is because Christmas is coming up. Today I'm recording on Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And I think this is a great starter for anybody's collection or for a gift. Simply, if you want to give a family member a gift, that one special person you have in your life, your significant other, this is a great watch to start watch collecting, to get into watches. I mean, the modding community on it is like no other. Seiko, as we all know, it has a great modding community if that's the route you want to take. But it's currently sitting at about $390, $385 on the Teddy Baltazar online store. That's why I bought mine personally. Well, I didn't buy it. My beautiful wife actually bought it for me, so thank you for that. And yeah, it's like I said, it's sitting at about $385 right now to $390. You might get a special deal with the holidays, but I do believe it's a great bang for the buck. I've taken this watch to about maybe 6 to 7 countries maybe. It's my travel watch. I call it my travel buddy, believe it or not, because I take it everywhere. It has the Jubilee style bracelet that it's stunning. It's a pretty good bracelet. Not just that, it's a pretty good bracelet, and I love this watch. So I'll say, I guess we could start with wearing experience. It's a 42 millimeter. I have a 7.5 inch wrist. It's a 42 millimeter case. For me personally, because I have a bigger wrist or maybe like a mid-sized wrist, I think it wears perfect. It is a little top heavy. I do have to say it is a little top heavy. Even for me, having a mid-sized wrist or a bigger wrist, it's a little top heavy, but it's nothing that, I mean, you can get over. I wore this for 2 weeks on vacation, every day, walking 10 to 20,000 steps, even more a day. Your wrist swells up, and even like that, it was still comfortable. I could hardly notice it on my wrist. So it's been great. It's also been through, what you could say, rainstorms. I got stuck in a rainstorm or a thunderstorm in Greece, pouring down rain. It didn't skip a beat, did not get wet, nothing. It did great. I also been in like 90-degree humidity in the jungles of Mexico and Yucatan, and it did great. Didn't skip a beat, didn't fog up, none of that. Now, me, myself, and I don't typically jump in the pool with my watches. I just like I don't shower with them. I don't think it's necessary to expose them to extra moisture or wear and tear if I don't have to, but you definitely could. This has 100 meters of water resistant, and yeah, it's just a great watch. It's a great watch. I've owned it for a couple years now, and couldn't say better things about it. If you're into the diver stylish type of watches, this is kind of like what came after the SKX007. This is kind of what Seiko released after, and a lot of people will tell you that they don't like Seiko, or that the value for money is not there anymore because of the price increase. But I mean, you really gotta sit down and look at everything abroad, everything as a whole. I guess you could say everything has gone up. I mean, I was on the Christopher Ward website, and I remember when you can buy Christopher Ward for like $1,000. Now they're about $1,400. So everything has gone up. I think this is a great watch if you're going to start a collection and you want to start saving some money and you want to build towards saving some money to buy this. This is a great watch to start off with. This is a great watch to definitely get into the hobby. And believe it or not, this watch gets probably more compliments than any of my other watches when I wear my Grand Seiko. when I wear my Speedmaster or my long jeans, this watch gets definitely more compliments than any of those, because most people don't know what it is. You know, people look at a watch and the one thing they think is it a Rolex, you know, but a lot of people also think, is it a Seiko? So this watch definitely has a lot of wrist presence. And I chose this colorway because what's it called? I was a big Batman fan as a kid, and if you look at the colors on this, it definitely screams Batman. So I thought to myself, this is something Bruce Wayne would wear, and that's why I got it. But I'm gonna do a quick spec check, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Like I said, I'm just trying to spread the word to get more people into the hobby, and at an affordable rate, or an affordable price, you could say, at $385, $390. This is a great pickup. If you order from teddybaltazar.com, and he always has a live chats there, you could actually score a little discount on them with them just by talking to them and tell them, hey, I'm thinking about buying my first watch. You know, do you guys have any promotions or discounts? And usually they can throw you anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks on your purchase, so you can get it even for a little less. So shout out Teddy for that. But there it is. I'm gonna do a quick spec check now. So here it is, guys. Like I said, this is the Seiko SSK0215 GMT up close. It does have a sunburst dial on it, as you can see. Seiko on their website says that they call it a charcoal colored dial. As you can see here, I have my GMT hand set to a London time, and I have it set to that because I love watching the Premier League. So it's Saturday. I mean, it's on Saturdays when I watch the Prem. I have it on London time, believe it or not. So this is a 42.5 millimeter case. It's a 13.6 millimeters in thickness, and I have to add something to that. It has a lug width of 22 millimeters, and it has Seiko's famous Hardlex crystal on it. The movement is the 4R34 complication, and it beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. The power reserve on this bad boy is approximately 41 hours, I believe, and it has a water resistant, like I told you earlier, of 100 meters or 330 feet. This watch, like I said about the thickness, I've actually added and integrated a Memoki thin case back, so to slim it down a little bit, because I do wear this watch very often on a NATO strap. I wear it on a NATO strap, and I love it on a NATO strap. I love a lot of my watches on a NATO strap, so that's that for you. This particular version was a USDM only for a long time. I did check Seiko's website, and it is now in certain global markets available. But yeah, guys, this is just a great watch. It's a a strap monster, because I have it on a NATO all the time and on this beautiful strap. If you've been thinking of one of these to pull the trigger, I know Teddy's probably talked about them before, and I even think he has one in his collection. And I know Britt Pierce also loves these and has one in her rotation, in her collection. Yeah, so there it is, guys. I hope everybody had a great day. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more watch content. I'll put some B-roll of this with my NATO strap on, and I hope everybody has a great day. Peace.